Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Prepper channel. Tonight, the blackout bag. And this is by request and to fulfill a promise. Honestly, today I plan to shoot Smith & Wesson 5906, a classic 9mm out on the range, and the new F&S 9mm long slide that I got in. But it was a stormy day in North Texas. So, instead of a Scout Tactical Gun video, tonight we're shooting a Scout Prepper preparedness video, and it's a good one. I told you this was a promise. Several months ago I came up with this probably around Christmas and ran the concept by the Sarge, who you remember from the videos, who has now passed away unfortunately. And he loved it, and he thought that you guys would love it, and I promised him that I'd do it. So Nick, this one is for you. The blackout bag. Now what is the purpose here? It's simply like it sounds. If the power goes out in your house, clearly, normally during the night, and you need some light, this is a place to keep you. A little bit of gear, centrally located in one place so you don't have to pilfer around for a candle. Where are the matches? Here's the flashlight, all the batteries are dead, what have you. So this is a central place to keep supplies that you would need for a power outage to get light and a little bit of first aid. It doesn't add a ton of extra stuff. Just like with any kit, or the go bag, or the bug out bag, or the get home bag, or survival bag, or inch bag, you're always tempted to put more stuff in there. It's a problem that we have. This is a big bag, but you don't have to fill it. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. This does not need necessarily a survival kit, in my opinion, because you're in your home. This is for your home. It does not need a navigation because you're in your home. It does not need an extensive medical setup because you're in your home. You would probably already have that gear. This isn't your house was leveled by a tornado or a hurricane. This is just, hey, the power went out. So it's light sources. I don't have any defense in here. No cutting tools. No less lethal. No handguns. Nothing like that. No ammunition. No important documents, nothing like that. Again, this isn't necessarily a disaster bag, it's just for blackout purposes. So here's some of the things I put in it, and what you use can vary. Guys, tailor this as you would like to see in your home, okay? It's in a big LL Bean bag. Now I got this for Christmas from my mother, and it has a great zipper up top. So very rugged. I like the bag. It is way too big for what I'm using, but of course you can just smush it down. I keep this bag in the pantry, which is in the beside the kitchen of my home, which is kind of centrally located. It's on the first floor, so it's near the living room, the master, and the spare bedrooms, which is also the hunting room and the scrapbooking room. Plus, it's also right beside the stairs, which go upstairs to the kids' bedrooms, bathrooms, and playrooms. So if the kids need to get to this, they can for an outage. And they also have, you know, a little light up there that'll go on when the power goes out so they can see down the stairs. But this, and it's something that we can get to too. It's not on one end of the house or the other. It's kind of right in the middle. So to start off, the strangest item I put in here is a first aid kit. A Bighorn by Adventure Medical. I've already reviewed this on the channel. I just put a medium-sized first aid kit in there so that you'd have it. Again, this is by the kitchen or what have you. If someone did get hurt in an outage or fall or get cut, what have you, you definitely don't want to be digging for first aid gear or running around in the dark trying to find some of your items. So I threw a first aid kit in there. That's the only really emergency gear other than this lighting products that I put in there. Everything else, by the way, is budget oriented. I know some of my stuff, or most of my stuff, is always top end. I pay for good gear and I believe in good gear, but this bag is good stuff that was affordable. So, Energizer flashlight, I got it at Walmart, less than $10. It pushes on for high, it pushes on for low, it pushes on for off. You know, it pushes again for off. It's got some rubber texture to it so that it's a little drop proof, and it's got some traction if you're trying to hold it in the wet. It's LEDs so the bulb won't break. It's light and it runs off of AA's. Everything that I have in here I want to run off of AA's. I'll show you one thing that doesn't. Next off, I put, again, a second light, but it's a crank radio. Walmart, $20. You crank it, 2 minutes of crank, gives you 1 minute of radio, and it gives you, I think, 10 minutes of light, because it's just a little LED. And how this works is you push the button and it goes 2 LEDs on the edge, push it again, it uses 1 red. So if you do need to read something or look at some type of directions, or you're looking at a fuse box or something that you don't want a lot of glare with, the red one's pretty handy. It doesn't blind your night vision. Use the dials for tuning and volume on your radio, and there's your crank. Very simple. You select your stuff with off, AM, FM, and an alert thing that's kind of silly. And then it does have a headphone jack if you want to listen without anybody else hearing you. So a redundant source of light and a tiny radio, which is good during an emergency. The next thing is a lantern. It's a battery-powered LED lantern that runs off of AA's. So I actually won this at the company, my departmental Christmas deal, citywide Christmas deal last year. And it's perfect for the kid. It's tiny, it's light, probably about 8 ounces with batteries. And now I can set this up and have an area light while maybe I take the flashlight with me and go tend to whatever I might need in other parts of the home. Okay, also some matches and some tea light candles, and I'll show you where those are. I have 10, I think, or so of these Gerber baby food jars. Now I have a niece that's 1. She stopped eating baby food, so my brother and my sister-in-law gave me a bunch of jars. I emptied them out. My wife washed them in the dishwasher, and there's the tea light candle. So I have another pack that I've already opened. I filled all these with 1 candle. So now I can put a candle lantern out in the house in different spots. It has a little shroud around it to help with any wind and to help with wax coming out and fire danger, because it's way down in there. But it's enough of a little light to stay, and it doesn't need batteries. So if your area light needs to stay where it is with the family members, and you set up a couple of these in the bathroom to get ready in the morning. When I get up, it's still dark in the morning, you know. Recently I had to get up dressed by candlelight. So maybe something like that. You can also poke some holes in the top, although it is still not quite enough oxygen, I will tell you, and they kind of die out with the lid on. But you put the lid on because afterwards you blow it out and you seal it, and it doesn't drip wax anywhere. Again, I'm thinking family here, so simple as possible. And these were free. They came from my brother. If you don't have a baby in the family where you can get some empty jars, then you can go buy them, and they're less than $1 at most stores, and even if they're over $1, you're talking $1, guys. So pretty inexpensive. They're filled with these. I bought 1 package of 12 at the dollar store for $1 at the Dollar General, so I got 2 packages, and I keep the extra one, which is already wrapped in some plastic to keep them dry. I keep a spare in case we need to replace any of those, and 2 boxes of the regular old diamond strike anywhere matches. These are the 32 count, and I put them in a Ziploc so that they're good to go. Now, there's no food in this bag, there's no water in this bag, no cutting, no defense, no navigation, none of those neat things that you might want to put in there, because weight is not an issue. It's sitting in my house, so I don't have to transport it. It's just not supposed to be in there. This is a simple kit. When anybody in my family opens this, they go, there's a first aid kit, there's candle lanterns, matches, extra candles, a lantern, and some flashlights and a little radio. That's what they need. And remember the goal here, don't take stuff out just for the heck of it. If you just need a flashlight to look down some kid's throat, pulling a tooth or whatever you're doing, tonsils are swollen or what have you, your wife wants your flashlight, no. Get a light for that, a home purpose, general purpose light for your home. Save your blackout kit for blackouts. That way when you need it, it's always there. Alright guys, pretty short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed, and again, Nick, that one was for you, wherever you are, buddy. So, I appreciate the views and the subscriptions on the Scout Prepper channel. Keep them coming. Remember that the Scout Prepper channel is part of the Scout Tactical Network, which is Scout Tactical on the guns and gear, Scout Prepper for this type of stuff, preparations, and Scout Hunter has all the hunting gear. All 3 channels. Please check them out on YouTube and subscribe and like them. Check it out on Facebook. They're just as they sound. Scout Tactical channel, Scout Prepper channel, and Scout Hunter channel. Remember, Facebook killed our pages, even though we had thousands of likes and nearly 5,000 friends, because they said that Scout Tactical wasn't a real person. I think it's a bunch of hogwash. I think it's because we do gun reviews and they didn't like us. But I've rebuilt the pages and they're coming back slowly, 1 click at a time, so go like those. Check us out on the web at scouttactical.com, which also has a link to our eBay store where we sell the survival gear to try to keep the project running. And as always, thanks for watching.